And I'd like to point out some things about this NSA spying that most people aren't aware of. They'll tell you that they've got these programs that limit the kinds of searches that their employees can use. But anybody with a system manager level of security like Edward Snowden had can bypass the applications that control the security of the users. And they can go directly after the database and access anything they want. So these so-called security procedures that they're talking about really have a lot of holes in them. Also, any hacker who can figure out what a system manager's password is can get in there and likewise make copies of entire databases. These things are nowhere near as secure as you might think. And this includes Red China can hack it, and anybody can hack these databases if they know what they're doing. The problem with these huge databases is that they can be abused. They can be used by crooked politicians. A crooked president in the future could use them for blackmail or retribution. It can be used to access your bank accounts. It can be used to all sorts of nefarious things can be done with the data that they are collecting. And this really is kind of, it's like a disaster waiting to happen. So these databases, the means that they use to collect this database, this data is clearly unconstitutional. It's what's referred to in the legal profession as a fishing expedition. They're collecting all this data with not knowing, if anybody is guilty or not. Then they're starting to look for people that are guilty with this police use databases, and this is a gross violation of the Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, and it is not the way our democracy is supposed to work. So I urge you to write your congressman and congressmen and your senators to tell them that those databases should be destroyed. They're a potential liability for almost all Americans, and actually for many foreign heads of state. These things are a gross misuse of our resources, and I think it's important to point out that even though over $1 trillion has been spent building all these capabilities over the years, they have yet to prove that they have actually prevented a single terrorist attack. They claimed initially that they had prevented 44, then it got down to about 6, then about 1, and then none. They couldn't prove that they prevented any terror attacks. The last person that they accused of being a terrorist was some guy who made a donation to a Muslim charity, and that is not exactly terrorism. So this is really kind of like a corporate welfare boondoggle for our military, industrial, and homeland security establishment. These organizations all have valid purposes, but not when they violate the Constitution. Most of these people swore an oath to uphold the Constitution, and they're violating it. And no matter what they say, it's very clear that they're violating it, and we're not fooled. Thank you.